In a world where manipulation lurks in the shadows, some women possess an extraordinary ability to see through deceit and control. Sigma females, known for their fierce independence and unwavering confidence, often find themselves at the center of complex power dynamics. What happens when a man tries to wield his influence over them? From guilt trips to financial manipulation, these tactics can create a web of obligation and confusion. As we peel back the layers of these manipulative strategies, prepare to uncover the subtle ways in which Sigma females navigate and dismantle attempts at control, leaving their manipulators bewildered. Exploiting insecurities. Exploiting insecurities is a manipulative tactic that some men may use to gain control over Sigma females, who are known for their independence and self-assurance. This tactic often manifests through subtle remarks or jokes that target the personal fears or vulnerabilities of these women. By making light of a Sigma female's insecurities, a man can create an environment where she feels less confident and more reliant on his approval. This dynamic can be particularly insidious as it undermines her self-esteem and fosters a sense of dependency on the man's validation. For instance, a man might make comments about a Sigma female's appearance or choices, framing them as playful teasing. While he may intend for these remarks to be harmless, they can deeply affect her perception of herself. Over time, this can lead to the woman feeling as though she must constantly seek his approval to feel good about herself. This dependence can be detrimental, as it shifts the balance of power in the relationship, making the Sigma female feel as though she must please him to receive affection or validation. This exploitation of insecurities can lead to a cycle of emotional manipulation. As the Sigma female begins to internalize these negative comments, she may start doubting her worth and capabilities. This self-doubt can make her more susceptible to further manipulation, as she might become more eager to please the man who has made her feel inferior. The manipulator may then exploit this newfound vulnerability, reinforcing the cycle of control and dependency. In relationships where this dynamic is present, it is crucial for Sigma females to recognize these tactics and understand their implications. By identifying when someone is attempting to exploit their insecurities, they can take steps to reclaim their confidence and autonomy. This awareness allows them to set boundaries and assert their independence, ultimately preventing emotional manipulation from taking root. It's important for Sigma females to cultivate a strong sense of self-worth that is not contingent upon the approval of others. Engaging in self-reflection and surrounding themselves with supportive individuals can help reinforce their confidence. By building resilience against such manipulative tactics, Sigma females can maintain their independence and navigate relationships on their own terms without succumbing to external pressures or insecurities. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulative tactic that can significantly undermine a Sigma female's confidence and autonomy. This form of psychological manipulation involves making someone doubt their own perceptions or feelings, often leading to confusion and self-doubt. In relationships where gaslighting occurs, a man might subtly question a Sigma female's memories or feelings about certain events. For example, he may dismiss her recollections of a conversation or downplay her emotional responses, suggesting that she is overreacting or misremembering. This constant questioning can create an environment where the Sigma female feels increasingly uncertain about her reality, fostering an internal struggle between her instincts and the distorted narrative presented by the manipulator. The impact of gaslighting on a Sigma female can be profound. Known for their independence and self-assuredness, these women may find themselves grappling with feelings of inadequacy as their confidence erodes under the weight of manipulation. The gaslighter's tactics can lead her to second-guess herself, making her more reliant on the man's version of events to validate her experiences. This dependency can be particularly troubling for Sigma females, who typically pride themselves on their ability to navigate life on their own terms. The emotional turmoil caused by gaslighting can result in a significant shift in how they view themselves and their capabilities. The effects of gaslighting can extend beyond individual relationships. As Sigma females begin to doubt their perceptions, they may withdraw from social circles or become less willing to express their opinions and feelings. This withdrawal can further isolate them, making it easier for manipulators to exert control and influence over their lives. The fear of being dismissed or ridiculed may prevent them from seeking support from friends or family, leaving them feeling trapped in a cycle of manipulation. Recognizing the signs of gaslighting is crucial for Sigma females to reclaim their autonomy. Awareness of this tactic allows them to challenge the distorted narratives being imposed upon them. By reaffirming their own perceptions and seeking validation from trusted sources outside the relationship, they can begin to dismantle the psychological hold that gaslighting has created. Building a strong support network and engaging in self-reflection can empower Sigma females to resist manipulation and maintain their independence in the face of such challenges. In navigating relationships marked by gaslighting, it's essential for Sigma females to cultivate resilience and self-awareness. They must remind themselves of their inherent worth and capabilities, reinforcing their understanding that their feelings and perceptions are valid. By doing so, they can protect themselves from emotional manipulation while fostering healthier interactions based on mutual respect and understanding. Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping is a manipulative tactic that some men may employ to exert control over Sigma females. By reminding these independent women of past mistakes or sacrifices they've made for the relationship, men can create a sense of obligation that pressures the Sigma female into compliance with their wishes. This tactic relies on exploiting the empathetic nature of Sigma females, who may feel compelled to make amends or reciprocate the perceived sacrifices made by their partners. Sigma females are not easily swayed by such emotional manipulation. They possess a strong sense of self-worth and autonomy that makes them resistant to guilt trips. Sigma females understand that they are not responsible for the feelings or choices of others, and they refuse to let themselves be coerced into actions that go against their principles or desires. When faced with guilt tripping, Sigma females often respond with a calm and rational approach. They may acknowledge the man's feelings but firmly assert their own boundaries and needs. Sigma females are not afraid to have difficult conversations and are willing to walk away from relationships that are based on manipulation rather than mutual respect and understanding. Sigma females are adept at recognizing patterns of behavior. They are unlikely to fall for repeated guilt trips or empty promises of change. Sigma females demand consistent action and accountability from their partners, making it difficult for manipulators to maintain their control over the long term. In the face of guilt tripping, Sigma females draw upon their inner strength and resilience. They understand that their worth is not defined by the opinions or demands of others, and they are willing to stand firm in their convictions, even in the face of pressure. This unwavering self-assurance can be both intimidating and inspiring to those who seek to control them. By recognizing and resisting guilt tripping, Sigma females assert their autonomy and protect their emotional well-being. They refuse to be burdened by the emotional baggage of others and instead focus on cultivating relationships based on mutual understanding and respect. This approach empowers Sigma females to navigate their lives on their own terms, free from the constraints of manipulation and control. Financial manipulation. Financial manipulation is a tactic that some men may employ to exert control over Sigma females, leveraging their financial power as a means of gaining influence in the relationship. This manipulation often begins with seemingly generous gestures such as showering the Sigma female with gifts or providing financial support. While these actions might initially appear to be acts of kindness, they can create an underlying expectation of loyalty or compliance in return. The man may subtly communicate that his financial generosity comes with strings attached, leading the woman to feel indebted to him, which can disrupt the balance of power in the relationship. This dynamic can be particularly troubling for Sigma females, who typically value their independence and self-sufficiency. When a man uses financial resources to manipulate, it can evoke feelings of obligation and guilt in the woman, making her more likely to acquiesce to his demands. For example, if he insists on paying for everything, she may feel pressured to conform to his expectations or lifestyle choices, even if they conflict with her own values or desires. This sense of indebtedness can erode her confidence and autonomy, as she may begin to question whether her decisions are truly her own or influenced by his financial contributions. Financial manipulation can manifest in more covert forms. A man might promise a future of financial security, encouraging the Sigma female to give up her job or personal ambitions under the guise of providing for her. This tactic not only increases his control over her, but also creates a dependency that can be difficult to escape. If she becomes reliant on him for financial support, it can significantly limit her freedom and ability to make independent choices. The emotional toll of such manipulation is significant. Sigma females may experience anxiety and stress as they navigate the complexities of their relationship with someone who uses money as a tool for control. They might find themselves constantly evaluating their worth based on how much they contribute financially or how much they owe their partner in return for his support. This internal conflict can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt, undermining their sense of self-worth. To combat this form of manipulation, it is essential for Sigma females to maintain a clear understanding of their financial independence and set boundaries regarding financial matters in relationships. Open communication about finances can help establish mutual respect and understanding between partners. By being aware of the potential for financial manipulation, Sigma females can protect themselves from falling into patterns that compromise their autonomy and self-identity. Recognizing that they do not owe anyone anything simply because they have received help is crucial in maintaining their independence and ensuring that their relationships are built on equality rather than obligation. Using religion or ideologies. Using religion or ideologies as a means of control is a tactic that some men might employ to manipulate Sigma females, leveraging deeply held beliefs to impose expectations that can limit their independence. This manipulation often hinges on the interpretation of religious texts or doctrines that emphasize traditional gender roles, suggesting that women should be submissive or deferential to male authority. By selectively citing scripture or religious teachings, a man can create a narrative that positions himself as the spiritual leader or moral authority in the relationship. This dynamic can lead to the Sigma female feeling pressured to conform to expectations that may not align with her values or sense of self. For instance, a man might quote passages from religious texts that advocate for women to be caretakers or homemakers, framing these roles as not only desirable but divinely ordained. This can create an environment where the Sigma female feels guilty for pursuing her own ambitions or desires outside of these prescribed roles. The underlying message is that her worth is contingent upon her adherence to these traditional expectations, which can be particularly damaging for someone who values independence and self-determination. This form of manipulation can manifest in more subtle ways. A man might use guilt or fear to reinforce compliance, suggesting that straying from these ideological paths could lead to spiritual consequences or disapproval from their community. By instilling fear of judgment or ostracism, he can effectively control her choices and behaviors, making it difficult for her to assert her autonomy without feeling like she is risking her spiritual well-being. This tactic also has broader implications for the Sigma female's social interactions. If she is involved in a religious community that espouses these traditional beliefs, she may find it challenging to seek support from others who share similar values. The fear of being judged or labeled as rebellious can further isolate her, making it easier for the manipulator to maintain control over her life decisions. In this context, the Sigma female may feel trapped between her desire for independence and the weight of societal or ideological expectations. Men may exploit the emotional aspects of religious beliefs by presenting themselves as virtuous or righteous in their actions. They might claim that their intentions are rooted in love and care, positioning any pushback from the Sigma female as a sign of rebellion against divine will. This emotional manipulation can create confusion and self-doubt within the woman, leading her to question her instincts and feelings about the relationship. Recognizing this manipulation requires a keen awareness of how religious and ideological beliefs can be weaponized against individuals seeking autonomy. Sigma females must critically evaluate the messages they receive and differentiate between genuine spiritual guidance and manipulative tactics designed to control their behavior. By fostering a strong sense of self and maintaining connections with supportive individuals who respect their autonomy, Sigma females can navigate these challenges more effectively while preserving their independence and integrity.